Jake stood in the bustling alien market of Zorath 9, surrounded by vibrant colors and strange sounds. Brightly colored stalls lined the streets, filled with exotic foods, strange tools, and creatures he had never seen before. His heart raced with excitement as he wandered, exploring the wonders of this new world. However, something weighed heavily on him. He had come here to escape his old life, but he couldn't shake the feeling of loneliness that followed him. Months ago, his best friend Sarah had moved away. They had shared countless adventures together, but when her family relocated to another planet for work, Jake felt a void in his life. He missed her laughter, her advice, and the way she always seemed to know how to cheer him up. Now, standing in this vibrant market, he felt more alone than ever. As he walked past a stall filled with shimmering fabrics, a voice called out to him. Come see the finest companions from across the galaxy." Jake turned to see a vendor, with bright scales and an inviting smile. Intrigued, he stepped closer. The vendor gestured toward a tent draped in colorful cloth. "You won't regret it. These beings are designed for companionship and love." Jake hesitated. The idea of buying a companion felt strange, almost wrong. But he was also curious. He had never met anyone like the beings he encountered here. Could a companion fill the emptiness he felt since Sarah left? With a deep breath, he stepped inside the tent. Inside, he found a beautiful alien named Lyra. Her skin glimmered like the night sky, and her eyes sparkled with warmth. She looked up at him and smiled, a genuine expression that made Jake's heart flutter. "Hello, I'm Lyra. I'm excited to meet you." Her voice was melodic, and for a moment, Jake forgot his sadness. As they talked, Jake learned that Lyra was not just a companion. She was a sentient being with dreams and desires of her own. She shared stories of her home planet, a place filled with glowing forests and floating islands. Jake felt a connection with her, a spark of hope that he hadn't experienced in a long time. After a long conversation, Jake made an impulsive decision. He wanted to buy her. "I'll take her," he told the vendor, his heart racing. The vendor grinned and quickly processed the paperwork. As Jake signed the contract, he felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. Was this the right choice? Once they left the market, Jake couldn't help but steal glances at Lyra. She looked just as excited as he felt. "What are we going to do first?" she asked, her eyes bright with anticipation. I don't know yet," Jake admitted, feeling a bit overwhelmed. "But I want to show you around my ship and maybe explore some planets together." Lyra smiled widely. "That sounds amazing. I've never been on a human spaceship before." As they traveled back to his ship, Jake's heart began to lift. He knew that while Lyra was not Sarah, she brought a new energy into his life that he desperately needed. They could explore the galaxy together, and maybe he could help her learn about his world as she taught him about hers. However, as they settled into a routine, Jake often found himself distracted. He thought of Sarah and the times they spent together, the laughter they shared, and the dreams they had for the future. He missed her deeply. The emptiness in his heart would sometimes creep back in when he least expected it. One evening, while gazing at the stars with Lyra, Jake's thoughts turned to Sarah. "Do you ever feel distant from someone you care about?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Lyra turned to him, her expression softening. "Of course. I believe that love transcends distance, no matter where we are in the universe." "What happened?" Jake sighed. "My best friend moved away a few months ago. I miss her every day. I want to reconnect, but I don't know how. What if she's happy without me?" Lyra placed a comforting hand on Jake's shoulder. "You should reach out to her. If she means so much to you, don't let distance stop you. Love is powerful. It can bridge any gap." Jake nodded, feeling inspired by her words. Maybe he could send her a message or a hologram. He pulled out his device and began to type. The message felt heavy with emotion, but he poured his heart into it, sharing his feelings and memories. Hey, Sarah. I know it's been a while since you moved. I miss you so much. I've been on an adventure, and I wish you were here to share it with me. I hope you're doing well. Let's reconnect soon. After sending the message, Jake felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He turned to Lyra, who was watching him with a proud smile. You did it. Now you just have to wait. As days passed, Jake and Lyra continued to explore new worlds together. They faced challenges, shared laughter, and learned from each other. Lyra was a constant reminder that connections could still be made, even in the most unexpected places. One afternoon, while they were visiting a beautiful planet covered in flowers that sang in the wind, Jake received a notification. It was a message from Sarah. His heart raced with excitement and nerves. Jake, I've missed you too. I'm so happy to hear from you. Let's set up a time to chat. I want to hear all about your adventures. Jake beamed at Lyra, who clapped her hands in delight. See? Love knows no distance. She exclaimed. Jake felt a rush of hope. He realized that even though he had lost touch with Sarah, their bond was still strong. With Lyra by his side, he felt ready to navigate the complexities of love and friendship. As they continued their journey, Jake knew he had found something special in both Lyra and Sarah. His heart was full, and he felt more connected than ever, ready to embrace the love and friendships that spanned across galaxies. In a universe filled with uncertainty, he had discovered a profound truth. Love could conquer distance, and hope could guide him home. After sending the heartfelt message to Sarah, Jake felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. He was on the beautiful planet of Flora Prime, surrounded by vibrant flowers that sang softly in the breeze. The colors were brighter than anything he had ever seen, but his mind was elsewhere. He wanted to reconnect with Sarah, a best friend he had lost when she moved away. Lyra noticed Jake's distraction as she picked a glowing flower. You okay? She asked, her voice gentle. I'm just thinking about Sarah, Jake replied, looking at the flowers, but not really seeing them. I hope she replies soon. I miss her a lot. Lyra smiled and placed the flower in his hair. You've taken the first step by reaching out. Now you just have to be patient. Love takes time, just like these flowers need time to bloom. Jake smiled back, appreciating her encouragement. He watched as Lyra twirled and danced among the flowers, her laughter ringing like music. It reminded him of the fun times he had with Sarah. They had danced in the rain, shared secrets under the stars, and made each other laugh until their sides hurt. But now, with Sarah so far away, those memories felt bittersweet. As they continued to explore Flora Prime, Jake felt a spark of hope. He realized that he could share his adventures with Sarah, just like he shared them with Lyra. What if I send her a video of us here? He suggested. That's a great idea, Lyra exclaimed, her eyes shining. Show her what you're experiencing. It might make her feel closer to you. Jake nodded, excited about the plan. He pulled out his device and set it to record. With Lyra beside him, he began to speak. Hey, Sarah. I'm on Flora Prime, and it's incredible here. Look at these amazing flowers. He turned the camera to show the colorful blossoms swaying in the breeze. I wish you could be here with us. As he recorded, he felt a warmth in his heart. He was sharing his adventure with Sarah, bringing her along even if she was light years away. After finishing the video, he sent it off with a hopeful message, inviting her to join him on his journey, even if only through the screen. Days passed, and Jake and Lyra continued to explore different planets. They visited icy worlds with shimmering ice castles, fiery planets with flowing lava, and lush jungles filled with strange creatures. Each adventure was exciting, but Jake often found himself thinking about Sarah. He checked his device frequently, waiting for her reply. One evening, as they sat on a cliff overlooking a beautiful sunset on the planet of Vespera, Jake finally received a notification. His heart raced as he opened the message. Sarah had replied, "Jake, I loved your video. Flora Prime looks amazing. I miss you so much, and it sounds like you're having the adventure of a lifetime. Can we video chat soon? I want to hear all about it." Jake's face lit up with joy. "She wants to talk," he said, turning to Lyra, who clapped her hands in excitement. "This is perfect." They quickly found a spot with a clear view of the stars, setting up the device for the video chat. Jake's heart raced as he waited for Sarah to connect. He felt a mix of nerves and excitement, unsure of what to say after so long. Finally, the screen flickered, and Sarah's face appeared, bright and cheerful. "Jake," she shouted, her eyes sparkling. "I can't believe it's actually you." "Hey, Sarah, it's so good to see you," Jake replied, his smile wide. The distance between them seemed to vanish in that moment. They chatted excitedly, catching up on each other's lives. Sarah told him about her new school, her friends, and how she was adjusting to life on a different planet. Jake shared stories of his adventures with Lyra, the places they had seen, and the incredible experiences he was having. "I can't believe you're exploring the galaxy," Sarah said, her eyes wide with amazement. "You always dreamed of doing that." "I know. It's incredible, but I miss sharing it with you," Jake replied, feeling a twinge of sadness. "You were always my adventure buddy. I miss you too, Jake. But I'm so proud of." After the joyful video call with Sarah, Jake felt a surge of hope. He realized that their friendship was still alive, despite the distance between them. He sat on the balcony of his spaceship, watching the stars twinkle against the dark sky. Lyra joined him, her presence comforting and warm. "Are you okay?" she asked, sensing the mix of emotions swirling inside him. "I am. I just spoke with my best friend, Sarah. It reminded me how much I miss her," Jake replied, smiling at the memory of their conversation. "But it also made me realize that we can still stay connected, no matter how far apart we are." Lyra nodded, her eyes shining with understanding. "That's true. Love and friendship can cross any distance. You have to keep nurturing those connections." Jake thought about her words. He wanted to build on the hope he felt after talking with Sarah. "What if we planned a special adventure together? I could invite her to join us in the next video call, and we could all explore a new planet together." "That's a fantastic idea," Lyra exclaimed, her excitement infectious. "You can show her what you're discovering, and she can share her experiences too. It will make her feel included in your journey." Feeling inspired, Jake began to brainstorm ideas. He pulled out his device and started looking for planets that would be perfect for their next adventure. He wanted to find a place that was beautiful and unique, somewhere that would amaze Sarah and make her feel like she was part of his new life. After searching for a while, he found the perfect destination, a planet called Ephemeris, known for its stunning crystal caves and floating islands. "This place looks incredible. I can't wait to show her," Jake said, his heart racing with excitement. "Let's send her another message," Lyra suggested. "Invite her to join us in our next call so she can see it for herself." Jake quickly typed a message to Sarah. "Hey, Sarah. I found an amazing planet called Ephemeris. It has crystal caves and floating islands. I'd love for you to join Emmy and Lyra in our next video call so we can explore it together. I can't wait to share this adventure with you." After sending the message, Jake felt a wave of anticipation. He knew Sarah would love the idea. He spent the next few days preparing for the call, making sure everything was perfect. He and Lyra practiced how they would present the planet and what they would show Sarah. On the day of the call, Jake was filled with nervous energy. He wanted everything to go smoothly. Lyra could see his anxiety and placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Just be yourself, Jake. Sarah will be happy to see you and learn about your adventures." When the moment finally arrived, Jake hit the button to connect with Sarah. The screen lit up, and her face appeared, bright and smiling. "Jake, I'm so excited to be here," she said, her joy radiating through the screen. "Welcome to Ephemeris." Jake replied, his heart soaring. He turned the camera to show the breathtaking view of the floating islands, glimmering in the sunlight. "Look at this place. Isn't it amazing?" "Wow, it looks like a dream," Sarah gasped, her eyes wide with wonder. "I can't believe you're actually there." Lyra joined in, waving at the screen. "Hi, Sarah. I'm so happy you could join us." "Hi, Lyra. It's great to meet you," Sarah said, her smile warm and friendly. The three of them began to explore the planet together, with Jake and Lyra showing Sarah the beautiful crystal caves filled with sparkling formations. As they ventured deeper into the caves, Jake could see Sarah's excitement grow. "This is incredible. I wish I could be there in person," she said, her voice filled with awe. "You are here with us in spirit," Jake replied. "And one day I'll bring you here for real. We'll have our own adventure together." The three of them shared stories, laughter, and dreams as they explored the dazzling caves. Jake felt a sense of joy and connection that he hadn't experienced in a long time. He realized that even though Sarah was far away, their friendship was still strong, and they could create new memories together, even if it was through a screen. After their exploration of the crystals, they decided to visit the floating islands. The view from above was breathtaking, with the islands hovering above a sparkling blue ocean. Jake felt a sense of peace wash over him as he looked at Sarah's smiling face. "This is the best adventure ever," Sarah exclaimed. "Thank you for inviting me, Jake. It makes me feel so much closer to you." Jake smiled, feeling his heart swell with happiness. "I'm so glad you're here with us, Sarah. You'll always be part of my adventures, no matter where life takes us." As they continued to chat and explore, Jake felt a renewed sense of hope. He knew that maintaining their friendship would take effort, but he was willing to do whatever it took. He wanted to keep the connection alive, to bridge the distance with love and understanding. After the call ended, Jake looked at Lyra, who was beaming with joy. "That was amazing. I think Sarah really enjoyed it," she said. "It was incredible," Jake agreed, feeling grateful for Lyra's support. "You helped me reconnect with her. I couldn't have done it without you." Lyra smiled, her eyes sparkling. "You did this, Jake. You took the initiative to reach out and share your life with her. That's what love and friendship are about." Jake nodded, feeling a sense of pride in what he had accomplished. He realized that he could have both Sarah and Lyra in his life, each bringing something special to his journey. He didn't have to choose. He could embrace the love he had for both of them. As they returned to their spaceship, Jake looked out at the stars, feeling hopeful for the future. He knew there would be challenges ahead, but he was ready to face them. He had learned that love could bridge any distance, and he was determined to nurture the bonds he had with the people who mattered most to him. In a universe filled with endless possibilities, Jake felt grateful for his friendships and the adventures that awaited him. He was ready to explore the cosmos, knowing that love and connection would guide him through every journey. After their incredible adventure on the planet Ephemeris, Jake felt his friendship with Sarah grow stronger. The video call had brought them closer together, and he was filled with a sense of hope. However, he also knew that maintaining their connection would take effort. He wanted to keep reaching out, but he sometimes felt unsure about how to express his feelings. Lyra noticed Jake's contemplative mood as they traveled to their next destination. They were headed to a planet called Solara, known for its breathtaking sunrises and warm, golden sands. "You seem a bit lost in thought," she said gently, sitting beside him on the ship. Jake's side, looking out at the stars. "I just want to make sure I don't lose touch with Sarah again. I want to keep our friendship strong, but I'm not always sure what to say." Lyra smiled. "You're doing great, Jake. You've already taken important steps by inviting her to explore with us. Just be honest with her. Share your feelings and let her know how much she means to you." Jake nodded, appreciating her advice. "You're right. I should be open and honest. Maybe I can send her another message when we arrive at Solara." When they landed on Solara, Jake was instantly captivated by the beauty of the planet. The sun was rising, painting the sky with shades of orange, pink, and purple. The soft sand felt warm beneath his feet, and he could hear the gentle waves lapping at the shore. Taking a deep breath, he felt a wave of inspiration wash over him. "This place is incredible," he exclaimed, turning to Lyra. "I want to share this view with Sarah. It feels like she should be here to see it." "Then let's do it," Lyra said, her enthusiasm infectious. "We can set up a video call right here on the beach. It will be a perfect way to show her how beautiful it is." Jake quickly set up the device, excited to share this moment with Sarah. He imagined her reaction to the stunning sunrise and the golden sands. As he waited for the call to connect, he felt a mix of anticipation and nerves. What if he didn't say the right thing? Finally, the screen flickered, and Sarah's face appeared, her eyes bright with joy. "Jake, this is beautiful. I can't believe you're on Solara. Hey, Sarah, look at the sunrise. Isn't it amazing?" Jake pointed the camera toward the horizon, where the sun was just beginning to peek over the water. The colors danced in the sky, and for a moment, Jake felt like they were sharing the experience together. "It's stunning," Sarah replied, her voice filled with excitement. "I wish I could be there in person." Jake nodded, feeling a pang of longing. "I wish you were here too. It reminds me of the times we spent at the beach back on Earth. You always loved sunrises." "I remember. We used to wake up early just to see them," Sarah said, a smile spreading across her face. "I miss those mornings." Jake felt encouraged by her words. "I miss them too, Sarah. I miss you. It's hard sometimes, you know. I want to share all these adventures with you, but I feel so far away." "You're not far away in my heart, Jake," Sarah said softly. "No matter where we are, our friendship is still strong. I love hearing about your adventures." Jake's heart warmed at her words. "That means a lot to me, Sarah. I want you to know that you're important to me, no matter what. I don't want to lose our connection. You're my best friend." Tears of joy filled Sarah's eyes. "I feel the same way, Jake. It's hard being apart, but it makes our friendship even more special. I want to keep sharing our lives, no matter the distance." Jake smiled, feeling a surge of hope. "How about we make it a tradition? We can have regular video calls to share our experiences, like a friendship adventure club." "I love that idea," Sarah exclaimed, Jake sat on the sandy beach of Solara, feeling the warmth of the sun on his skin as he gazed out at the waves. After his heartfelt conversation with Sarah, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He was determined to keep their friendship strong, despite the distance. But as he watched the ocean, he couldn't shake the feeling of sadness that sometimes crept in when he thought about how far away she was. Lyra joined him, her presence a comforting reminder that he was not alone in his journey. "You seem deep in thought again," she said, her voice gentle. "I'm just thinking about Sarah," Jake admitted. "I want to share everything with her, but sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough." Lyra smiled, her eyes sparkling with encouragement. "You're doing great, Jake. You've already taken steps to reconnect with her. But remember, It's also important to be patient. Good things take time? Jake nodded, appreciating her support. I know, but I can't help but worry. What if she feels disconnected again? I want her to know how much she means to me. Lyra thought for a moment before speaking. Why not plan something special for your next call? Make it an event that she'll look forward to. You could even explore a new planet together, virtually. Jake's eyes lit up at the idea. That's brilliant. I can find another amazing place and share it with her. It will give her something to look forward to. With a sense of excitement, Jake began researching new planets to explore. He found a place called Zenthara, known for its breathtaking waterfalls and lush forests. This place looks incredible. I can't wait to show her the waterfalls, he said, feeling hopeful about their next call. As they prepared for their adventure, Jake realized that he wanted to express his feelings to Sarah more openly. He decided to send her a message to build anticipation for their next call. Hey, Sarah. I have a surprise for our next video call. I found a beautiful planet called Zenthara, and I can't wait to share it with you. Get ready for an adventure. After sending the message, Jake felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He was determined to make their next call special. But as the days passed, he couldn't help but feel anxious. What if Sarah didn't feel the same excitement? What if she was still struggling with the distance? On the day of the video call, Jake woke up early, his heart racing with anticipation. He prepared his device and set it up in front of a stunning view of Zenthara's waterfalls. The sound of rushing water filled the air, creating a peaceful atmosphere. When Sarah's face appeared on the screen, Jake's heart soared. Hey, Jake! Wow, this place is incredible, she exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. Welcome to Zenthara, Jake replied, grinning from ear to ear. I wanted to show you the waterfalls. They're breathtaking. As he panned the camera to capture the cascading water, Sarah's smile grew even wider. This is amazing. I can't believe you're actually there. Jake felt a rush of joy at her enthusiasm. I wanted to share this with you because you mean so much to me. I know the distance is hard, but I want to make sure we stay connected. I appreciate that, Jake, Sarah said, her voice sincere. I miss you, and it's nice to see these beautiful places through you. It helps me feel closer to you. As they explored the virtual landscape together, Jake noticed something in Sarah's expression. She seemed a bit quieter than usual, and he could sense a hint of sadness behind her smile. Are you okay, Sarah? You seem a bit off, he asked gently. She took a deep breath. I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed, I guess. Moving was harder than I thought it would be. I miss my old life, and sometimes I feel disconnected from everyone. Jake's heart sank at her words. He knew how much Sarah had struggled with the move, and he wished he could be there to support her in person. I'm really sorry to hear that, he said softly. I know it's tough being away from everything familiar, but I want you to remember that I'm here for you, no matter what. Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes. Thank you, Jake. It means so much to me that you care. I just wish I could be there with you, experiencing all of this together. Jake felt a surge of determination. You will be, Sarah. We'll make it happen. I'll keep sharing these adventures with you, and one day, I promise I'll bring you here for real. Sarah wiped her eyes and smiled. I'd love that. It gives me hope to think about it. They continued their exploration of Zenthara, with Jake pointing out the beautiful flora and fauna. They laughed and shared stories, creating new memories together. As they stood by the waterfalls, Jake felt a sense of strength in their friendship. They could face the challenges of distance together. After their call ended, Jake felt a mix of emotions. He was glad they had opened up to each other, but he also felt a renewed sense of responsibility. He wanted to help Sarah feel more connected, even from afar. Lyra, I think we need to do something special for Sarah, Jake said, his mind racing with ideas. Maybe we could plan a virtual adventure where she can join us in real time. We can explore new planets together, and she can feel like part of our journey. Lyra's eyes lit up with excitement. That's a wonderful idea. We can make it a regular thing. It will help her feel included and strengthen your friendship even more. With Lyra's support, Jake began planning their next adventure. He wanted to create an experience that would make Sarah feel like she was truly part of their explorations. He researched different planets and activities they could do together, from stargazing on a distant moon to swimming in glowing oceans. As he worked on this plan, Jake felt a sense of hope. He realized that while distance could be challenging, it didn't have to mean losing connections. With effort and creativity, he could bridge the gap and keep his friendship with Sarah alive. On the day of their next call, Jake set everything up, feeling excited and nervous. He wanted it to be perfect. When Sarah joined the call, her face lit up as she saw the beautiful landscape behind him. "Jake, this is amazing. Where are we going this time?" she asked, her excitement palpable. "We're going to explore a planet called Lumina, where the oceans glow at night," Jake explained, grinning. "I've set it up so you can join us in real time." As they delved into their adventure, Jake felt a renewed sense of strength in their friendship. He knew that they could overcome the challenges of distance together. His heart swelled with hope, knowing that love and connection could bridge any gap. In a universe filled with endless possibilities, Jake was ready to face whatever came next. With Lyra by his side and Sarah in his heart, he felt prepared for all the adventures that awaited them, knowing that their bond would only grow stronger. Jake felt a wave of excitement as he prepared for his next video call with Sarah. After their last call, where they explored Lumina, he knew they were building something special together. They had created a friendship that could withstand the challenges of distance, but he also felt a weight of responsibility. He wanted to make sure Sarah felt connected and included in his life, even though they were galaxies apart. As he set up the device on the beach of Solara, Jake couldn't help but think about how far they had come. It had been several months since Sarah moved, and they had gone from feeling distant to sharing adventures across the universe. He wanted to keep that momentum going. When Sarah's face appeared on the screen, Jake greeted her with a big smile. "Hey, Sarah, I'm so glad you're here." "Hey, Jake, I've been looking forward to this all week," she replied, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Today, we're going to explore a planet called Celesta. It's known for its beautiful night sky and glowing stars. I think you'll love it," Jake said, his enthusiasm bubbling over. "Celesta sounds amazing. I can't wait to see it," Sarah replied, her smile wide. As Jake began the call, his heart raced with anticipation. He wanted to show Sarah the beauty of the universe and make her feel included in his adventures. He panned the camera to capture the view of Celesta, where the sky shimmered with stars that seemed to glow brighter than anything he had ever seen. "Wow, it's like a dream," Sarah gasped, her voice filled with wonder. "I wish I could be there with you." "I wish you were here too," Jake said, feeling the familiar pang of longing. "But I want you to feel like you're part of this journey. Let's explore together." As they moved through the stunning landscapes of Celesta, Jake pointed out the unique features: floating islands, glowing plants, and sparkling waterfalls that seemed to glow under the starry sky. They shared laughter and stories, creating new memories together. However, as the night went on, Jake noticed that Sarah seemed quieter than usual. Her smiles were still there, but her eyes held a hint of sadness. "Are you okay?" Jake asked, concerned. Sarah sighed, her expression turning thoughtful. "I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed, I guess. Sometimes it's hard for me to adjust to everything," I miss home, and I feel like I'm not fitting in here. Jake's heart sank. He knew how hard the move had been for Sarah, and he wished he could do more to support her. I understand, Sarah. Moving is tough, and it's okay to feel that way. But I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm here for you, and I always will be. Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes. Thank you, Jake. It means a lot to me that you care. Sometimes I feel like I'm drifting away from everyone I love, and it scares me. Jake reached out to the screen as if he could bridge the distance with a gesture. You're not drifting away. We're still connected, and we can make this work. Let's keep having our adventures and sharing our lives. I want to help you feel more